And then, quote, then he gently pushed her on her back, covering her body with his as they kissed and kissed.
Kissed and kissed. Wow, Tolstoy wept. Was this written during detention?
Please, that was the cold open. We need some semblance of structure. Welcome back to Heart Book Radio, the only book show that actively lowers your IQ.
And that quote sounds exactly like that reviewer said, fanfic by a virgin teenager, which, honestly, is probably the target audience for the Baby Dragon Café by Aamna Qureshi. Look at this cover. It's pastel. There's a dragon that looks like a chihuahua.
It's marketed as cozy fantasy. It implies warmth, low stakes.
Low stakes. The main character calls baby dragons Dragos, Draggos. That's not low stakes, that's a crime against the English language, and possibly dragonkind.
It's a diminutive, perhaps intended to be endearing, like the protagonist, Saphira. She runs the titular cafe. She's described as sunshine optimistic.
Oh, sunshine! Is that what we're calling? Annoying. She sounds like my neighbor Carol who smiles while her dog poops on my lawn. And reviewers said she gets weirdly possessive of the main dude's dragon. Calling it, or baby, red flag, Major Bunny Boiler vibes, but with scales.
I believe the term used was oldest daughter vibus, hiding her pain beneath a cheerful exterior. It suggests hidden depths.
Hidden depths? The only thing deep here is the hole this book digs for itself. And what about the guy Aiden? Mr. Grumpy, but gorgeous gardener. Sounds like a joyless asshole, to me. Rich family, totally oblivious, probably uses $100 bills as tissues.
He's socially awkward, perhaps misunderstood. One reviewer even suggested he might be neurospicy. He has Darcy vibes, apparently.
Darcy vibes? Please. Darcy had wit. This guy sounds like he communicates exclusively through brooding and maybe setting his trust fund on fire, and he neglects his baby dragon Sparky, who, by the way, is the only character anyone likes, probably because Sparky just burns things, which is the most relatable action in the entire book.
Sparky does seem universally adored. Mischievous, cute.
Yeah, cute like a toddler with a flamethrower. One reviewer said it felt like no dragon, just a baby. Honestly, this whole thing sounds less believable than that werewolf accountant romance you insisted was high art last month. Remember Moonlight and Spreadsheets?
That book explored complex themes of lycanthropy and tax evasion. This is different. It's about finding warmth in unexpected places.
Warmth? Is that what we're calling the cafe's espresso machine catching fire? Multiple times. Saphira is constantly broke because the Drago keeps committing arson. How is that cozy? It's an insurance nightmare.
It creates gentle conflict. Which brings us to the question, is the Baby Dragon Cafe actually any good? Reviews are violently polarized. Some call it a 6-star warm hug, others 1-star bland, badly written. One compared it to Lazy Town, but as a romance book.
Lazy Town. Yes, that's perfect.
All primary colors and questionable life choices. And did you see the review mentioning the tree?
It's a botanical name, Cassia fistula. It's commonly known as the golden shower tree. It has yellow flowers. It's perfectly innocent.
Innocent. You put the words golden shower tree in a book described as fanfic by a virgin teenager and expect people not to point and laugh? That's not cozy. That's unintentional comedy gold. Pure radio gold.
The writing has drawn criticism. Lines like, he was so mysterious in an incredibly sexy way, or hardly ever spotted or seen. It's perhaps a bit unpolished.
Unpolished. That's like calling a tire fire. A bit smoky. We got a listener email, a hypothetical listener email since management won't pay for a phone line asking, as a cozy fantasy, just code for nothing happens and the writing is for toddlers. What do you think? Defend your fluff.
It's escapism. Sometimes people want low stakes. They want predictability, a gentle narrative arc. Another listener, let's call her Agnes, writes that she found the term, Dragos, utterly charming.
Agnes needs help. Or maybe Agnes is the author. Okay, hypothetical time. If Saphira were a sandwich, what would she be? I'm going with Wonder Bread crust cut off with nothing but rainbow sprinkles inside. All sugar, no substance. Falls apart instantly.
That's needlessly cruel. Perhaps a warm croissant, flaky, comforting.
Please, croissants have layers. Critics say Saphira is flatter than this radio station's ratings. And don't get me started on the plot, or lack thereof. Guy meets girl, dragon burns things. Guy is awkward. Girl is weirdly possessive. They kiss and kiss. Groundbreaking.
There are cultural elements, Pakistani representation, mentioned positively.
Window dressing. Doesn't save it from being compared to Lazy Town, or having characters whose names apparently change mid-story. Edward? Edmund? Pick one.
All right. Time for the final verdict, our highly scientific, utterly arbitrary rating system.
Okay, factoring in the unintentional hilarity of the golden shower tree, the sheer nerve of Dragos, and the existential void where a plot should be, I give the Baby Dragon Café 2 out of 10 accidental dragon arsons. Points awarded purely for mockery potential.
From a purely objective standpoint, considering its target audience and the cozy niche, perhaps a 3 out of 5 slightly singed doilies, it achieves what it sets out to do, however minimal that might be, but personally,
You need better taste. Remember the werewolf accountant? Next week, folks, strap in. We're diving deep into the literary abyss with my roommate is a sentient mold colony and he's kinda hot. You won't want to miss it. Probably.
I need a drink. This has been Heartbook Radio.